Hey guys, this is Ty from Tennessee, and today I want to go over the 5 things with you that I love about my 2021 Harley Davidson Street Glide CVO. Stick around. Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I appreciate your time today as always. So we're getting close to the end of November. We're actually almost right at Thanksgiving. It is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, right around 2:30 in the afternoon, 61.7 degrees here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And Eric and we decided we wanted to get our bikes out a little bit and ride around. So we're probably going to just do a couple of hour ride and maybe get some food and that type of thing. So while we're out riding, I wanted to talk to you guys about this CVO and give you the 5 things that I love about this bike. Alright, so let's start with the main one. It's the thing that really draws us to any type of bike we want or car we want, for that matter, when we're choosing a spouse even, right? And that is, what's it look like, right? You don't want to ride around on a bike that you don't think looks awesome. And so that was one of the main things that drew me to this CVO. This one is the bronze armor. There were 2 other on the Street Glide, and one of them was like a red and a black with silver. I mean, just beautiful. And then there was also a black and white pearl, and if I remember right, that one had like red pinstripes on it. I was so close to pulling the trigger on that motorcycle, really close. And then I stumbled across this one, and I just like it, you know, because it doesn't look like the typical CVO paint job. And you know, kind of with the flash and just real bright, vibrant colors, easy to spot and that type of thing. So this CVO isn't like that, and that was one of the things right off the bat that drew me to this motorcycle. I just like the way the bronze armor looks. Alright, if I had to pick out something else as we're cruising along here about this CVO that I really like, man, it would just have to be that with the CVO, everything, it just all comes in one price, right? Now it's a hefty price. I mean, you can go on Harley's website and look and see how much Harley dealerships are asking for this motorcycle. It's not cheap, but everything that you could ask for the most part, is already on the motorcycle. So I didn't have to worry about a lot of upgrades and that type of thing, because everything was just here. It was just like, I didn't really have to make any other significant investments other than a few other things, and we'll probably talk about that in an upcoming video as well. So the all-in-one price, even though it's a big one, is one of the things I really love about the CVO. Alright, let's continue our video about the top 5 things that I love about this 2021 Harley Davidson Street Glide CVO, and that would have to be the 117 cubic inch engine. I love that there is something that sets the CVO apart from the other line. I mean, I think there's multiple things, but there's something when it comes to the motor that Harley does that really sets the CVO apart, and I'm glad for that, So the 117, it also has the heavy breather that's on the engine, and this 117, it's got plenty of giddy. Let's try that again. Oh, son of a gun. It's got plenty of giddy up and go, so much so that I'll never use it. That is an absolute fact. but it is something, like I said, that sets it apart from the other line, and I love that about this CVO. It gets attention for sure. It is one of those things that definitely sets the motorcycle apart. So on my list would have to go the 117 Milwaukee 8. Very, very cool, Harley. Okay, so let's continue. I believe we're at number 4 on this bike. And the fourth thing that I am thinking of would have to be the stretched bags. The saddle bags, I love the look of these. They're stretched, they're paint to match. They've got the speakers inside of them. And that was one of the things that I really wanted when I was shopping around for my next motorcycle. You know, I wanted those stretched bags, if possible, and I wanted speakers in the motorcycle when it comes to the saddle bags. And I just love them. I mean, they still carry as much as, you know, any other saddlebag, but the look of them, it just kind of sets everything apart of the motorcycle, and the fit and finish is just spectacular. So when I was shopping around for my next motorcycle, that was one of the things I wanted. You know, I wanted the stretched bags, and I wanted speakers in the bags and that type of thing. And I'm really glad the CVO package from Harley Davidson offers that. It's something that I think is well worth the investment, and I love it. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite things about this motorcycle, and I would encourage you to check them out if you get a chance. All right, the fifth thing would have to be, and I kind of hinted to this just a moment ago, it would have to be all the small attention to detail when it comes to the CVO. The whole fit and finish when it comes to the CVO. I heard, I think it was one of Harley's press conferences, or when they were doing a release of the new models, and they were trying to pitch the CVOs, and one of the guys mentioned, and he said, you know, if you just take time and step back from the motorcycle, you'll notice all of these small little finishes that we put on the CVO that you might notice if you're not looking for it. And so I started doing that on this bike, and you know, when the bike boots up, the infotainment center, they've got a CVO splash logo. You know, when you bought the motorcycle, it came with a headset and a cover. The leather seat on this motorcycle, CVO, is stitched into it. Just a lot of those small touches from Harley Davidson that just sets the motorcycle apart, for me at least. And I really do like that. I'm a big fan. And so that would have to be probably the fifth thing that I can think of why I love my CVO. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I appreciate your time today as Eric and I are just out and about. We're going to go get some food and that type of thing. So thank you guys very much for your time. If you would, please like this video and consider subscribing to the channel, especially if you would like to see other CVO related content, as well as Sportster S. I've got a 2021 Sportster S back at home, so I like to make videos on that one as well. If you're interested in that, subscribe. There'll be more to come. So I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.